Peace and blessings. Welcome to Dominus Mentality. Today, I want to talk about how to change. How to change. There's many people who struggle with change, and there's all type of changes that people desire and need to make. But making these changes can be very, very difficult and very, very challenging. First and foremost, belief system plays a major part in making changes. Belief system. So I have what's called core beliefs. Your core belief is something that you hold on to you dear. This belief is in your soul realm. This belief is very, very hard to change. This is something you've been believing for years. This is something that could have been taught by your parents, could have been taught by your environment. It actually could be something that you have experienced. And because of this experience, this is now what you believe, and this is what you hold on to. So I talk about belief system because a lot of times if we're not willing to change our belief system, core beliefs, then a lot of times there will not be any change because it'll be that belief system that'll keep us from change or keep us from truth or keep us from making those necessary steps that we need to make. So the first thing I want you to do when it comes to change, I want you to evaluate your belief system and ask yourself, are your beliefs working for you? What do you truly believe? Where do these beliefs even come from? That's the first step. You want to take a inventory on that. You want to evaluate that. My belief systems. Because the thing about the belief is the things you believe, it usually now becomes your principle. It becomes your code that you stand by, how you govern yourself, your principles. And then after principle, it now develops your character. Your character is now based on your principles. So if we have low standards or low values or low morals, and we stand on these type of beliefs and these type of principles, then it's going to reflect in our character. We're going to have poor character. So when it comes to change, we have to investigate our belief system. We have to pay attention to our principles. What is the rules? What are the codes that I stand on? What are the rules? What are the codes that govern my life? And do I need to change some of my principles? The next thing is this. Once I realize that, you know what? Some of my beliefs may be negative. Some of my beliefs may discriminate or be prejudiced towards others. Some of my beliefs just may not be true. Some of my belief cause me to have conflict with others. Things of that nature. Once I realize this, now I say, okay, I see how my belief system is maybe causing trouble and conflict. Okay, I'm ready to change that. How do I do that? So we need new information. We need new things to stand on, new knowledge, so that we can stand on it. And not only that, one of the most important things is we got to now apply it. We got to practice it. Because, see, the more we practice something, it becomes a routine. And once it becomes a routine, it now becomes a habit. That's why habits are hard to break, because habits are something we've been doing for a very long time, something we've been doing for years. So it's hard to break it. And the way to break old habits is to create new habits. And you got to continue, though. It's something that you have to be consistent with. You have to be persistent with. You got to keep doing it to where it becomes natural, to where it becomes a habit. It's not even a second thought. It's just what you do. But again, this takes time. This takes time. Another thing that happens when it comes to change is that, one, you're going to have a lot of people that come against you with your change. Some people want to bring you back to your old self or the old way you used to do things. They may not be willing to accept the new man or new woman that you choose to be. And then sometimes it's not even people, it's just yourself. A lot of times when you become a new person, The old man don't like the new man. The old person don't like the new person. Sometimes that old person want to shine, want to be recognized, and that's the fight. So the old man, the old nature comes and say, hey, let's go back and do this. Let's revisit some things we used to do. Let's have a little fun. And it could be tempting, but you got to remember, you want to continue to be the new person. You want to continue to walk in righteousness. You want to continue to stick to your goal. You want to continue to move in purpose. You don't want to get distracted by the old ways that you used to do things. But this is a struggle. I'll be honest. It is a struggle. Because once again, if you've been doing something for so long, it's not the easiest thing just to shake it or break it or overcome it. But it is possible. You know, again, the renewing of the mind is important. You know, again, changing the mentality, changing beliefs, changing principles. You know, these changes will help. You know, even building a relationship with God, it helps. You know, personal relationship with God. Not people telling you how you should serve God, but you praying, you worshiping, you communing with God, you hearing from God, understanding God, God revealing himself to you. Highly important, life-changing, life-changing. But even relationship with God takes work. It don't happen overnight. You got to keep in communication so you can begin to understand more about God and be able to hear his voice even more. Because the more you pray and the more you meditate and the more you read the word, you can begin to hear him more. You can hear him in your mind. You can hear him in your heart. You can even hear him when he speaks through people at times. You'll know the difference between when God is speaking and just a person just speaking from their flesh. So how do you change the belief systems? Highly important. Then not only the belief systems, you got to check those codes you live by, those principles, because that's what's going to shape the character, produce the character. So you want to look at these things. And then again, renewing of the mind. We need some truth to stand on. We need some wisdom. We need some things that we can really hold on to. No matter what, I'm standing on these principles. That keeps you from being distracted. That keeps somebody from pulling you away. You know, principles is important. In my era, principle was everything. In my era, your word was your bond. Like, people died for their word. People died for principle. I'm not saying it's wrong or right, but what I'm saying is people serious about their name, serious about who they are, serious about their reputation. Serious. What is reputation? Reputation is people's opinion of you. Now, a lot of times people today say, I don't care what people think of me. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. And I hear that. But a lot of times, if we honest, we do care. We care what people say and what people put out there about our name. Nobody want their name dragged in the dirt. Nobody want their name disrespected. But the thing is this, when it comes to reputation, people usually judging you by your actions and by your behavior and by your character. The thing about reputation is that you can have a good reputation or you can have a bad reputation. You can have a good reputation or a bad reputation. Another thing, you can go from a good reputation to a bad reputation, or a bad reputation to a good reputation. Think about this. If you got a bad reputation, if you're known for lying, if you're known for stealing, if you're known for being lazy, being unreliable, it's going to be hard for you to get a job, hard for you to be trusted. You're going to miss a lot of things. You're not going to have access to a lot of things because you have a bad reputation. But when you have a good reputation, when you do tell the truth, you are reliable, you have a specific skill, and people know you're trustworthy, you're going to get invited to things. You're going to be hired. People are going to want your service because you have a good reputation. If today you got a bad reputation, all you got to do now is make moves to make a difference. Start changing those beliefs, those principles, produce a better character, and you can now begin to develop a new reputation. And people can look at you different. And some people may not choose to recognize your new reputation, but as you meet new people and build new relationships, these people will look at you and say, this is a great person. I like this person. So again, change can be difficult. Change can be hard. Change doesn't happen overnight, but change is possible, and we can do it. And if each day we work towards the goal, and each day we correct our mind and do what we need to do, before you know it, people looking at you saying, wow, that's a new person. he or she don't move how they used to move. They're making better decisions, better choices. And that's a blessing. Seek the Most High God. Allow God to help you with your transformation, with your transition, with your change. Prayer, again, is always important. Moving in the Holy Spirit, important, because all of these things can help you so much. I pray that what you heard will help you in making moves to make a difference. I'm praying that what you heard will help you with your change, help you to progress, help you through your process of change, because the process is hard. It does take work, but if you keep working it, you will get results. Change your thinking, change your life, change your mentality, change your reality, and let's have a dominance mentality. If you like what you heard, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please share with someone else. Thank you. Peace and blessings. God bless.